Everyone, so it's been a long time since I did the first one in what I can now call a series because this is the second one, but I am taking one for the team. I took it for the team because I've been playing with this foundation for a really long time. I am here to tell you all about this gem. This is the Longwear, the soft fluid Longwear foundation, and I'm going to tell you if I think it is worth $120 for 1 ounce of foundation. Okay, so just to be clear, no. Nothing, no one should run out no matter what this does. No one should feel like they need to run out and buy any makeup that is $120. Just let me be very clear. No. Because $120 is a lot of money, and there are a lot of really great foundations at the drugstore that before tax you could buy 10 bottles of. And so I'm never going to say that this is a holy grail that you should absolutely have. So I just want to be very upfront and clear. I'm very cognizant of the fact that $120, I'm going to say it again, is a lot of money. But I am also very aware that there are a lot of you watching this who are very curious about this foundation, that are happy to spend $120 on a foundation if it is good, regardless of the price point. And so that is why I'm reviewing this foundation. It is 1 ounce. It does come in a box. I am wearing the shade Ivory 02. It comes in 19 shades, I believe. It does have one shade lighter than the porcelain I am wearing, and then it does have deeper tones as well. So they do a pretty good shade range, not 40, but 19 or 20. I will read you the description that Longwear has for it. Weightless, luxurious, should be, foundation that seamlessly blends soft color, healing hydration, and the brand's proprietary Miracle Broth. It's hard to keep a straight face when I hear them talk about Miracle Broth. I feel like they are pouring some sort of soup into this foundation. So Longwear is known first and foremost for their skincare and their world-renowned moisturizer, which has this proprietary Miracle Broth, which is basically something extracted from sea kelp and antioxidants and so forth. Also, it is paraben-free, sulfate-free, and phthalate-free. It is recommended for all skin types. It is supposed to be a natural finish that is layerable and buildable and is billed as long wearing. Like I said, Longwear is primarily known for their skincare, and one of the appealing things that is marketed for this foundation is that it has that skincare embedded in this little bottle. It's quite a heavy, solid bottle. It's frosted. It has a nice shape. The cap, it doesn't snap shut, but it's solidly on there. And it does have a pump, which makes me very happy. I'm going to insert a little video of me applying it. I've never tried putting it on with my fingers. I never apply foundation with my fingers, so I didn't feel like I needed to do it to test this foundation out. I have tried using it with just the Beauty Blender, and then the traditional way that I use, not traditional, but the usual way that I like to apply foundation is with a flat top style foundation brush, which is what I'm doing here. What I usually do is I find that I like to use 2 full pumps. In this case, I'm showing you 1 pump all over, and then I went in and built up a second layer. What I usually do in a normal situation is just pump out the 2 full pumps on the back of my hand and just apply that all at once instead of spreading it out like that. It does go on very easily. As you can see, it builds very nicely. It doesn't dry down quickly. It's easily worked with. It does start off more light, but is definitely buildable to a medium finish, and I feel like it is more of a natural / satin finish. It's definitely not dewy, but it's not matte either. It is a more skin-like, natural-looking finish. Let's talk about wear. So I put this foundation on. I was all done with it by about 8:30 this morning, and now it is almost 6 o'clock at night, and this has been quite a day. Yesterday it was almost 90 degrees with the heat index, 85, 86. Today the high got to be 46. It's been between 44, 46 degrees. Pouring down torrential rain, high gusts of wind. I've been out and about running errands, grocery store, Because it was raining and I didn't want to get my hair wet, I put on a ridiculous parka. I will show you what I was running around town in. So I definitely had, stuff around my face. I took a long phone call. So I was holding like a real phone, landline phone, holding that here. I've been sitting like this in front of the computer. So definitely put my face through the ringer. I set my face with powder, but I did not use a setting spray today. I use a setting spray on and off, just sort of in different conditions. I've worn this in hot weather because that's all we've had up until recently. And now it's run for the money in cold, wet weather. One thing I also want to mention is not just the coverage, light to medium, but how much does it cover? So I am not looking for my foundation to completely cover my skin like a mask. I am fully prepared to have it be more of what it should be, which is to even out my skin tone, and then I can conceal where I need to. So it does even out my complexion as I expect it to, but I do need to spot conceal. I did want to get that point in about how the foundation covers, because I know a lot of you are concerned about how it covers hyperpigmentation and how it works with wrinkles. And I did cover that. It doesn't sit in the wrinkles. Anything's going to sit in wrinkles if you have them deep enough. But the Longwear sits less so than others that I have. I forgot to tell you the smell. So if you are really, really sensitive to smell, it has like a just traditional foundation-y smell. But that's only if you shove your nose right in the bottle. I'm assuming you won't do that. So I think you will be fine. Okay, now let's get to my opinions on this. I really didn't want to like this. It's $120. That's just crazy. If $120 is in your budget, and this is really good. It's really good. And here's why I think it's really good. I think it really would work for a lot of skin types. This finish would work well on definitely dry skin, which I have. It would work well on combo skin. And I think if you're on the oily side, I don't know for sure because I don't have oily skin, but I'm pretty sure because of its finish, because there's no luminosity to it, I think this would work well. I have worn it in very high humidity and I don't get glowy, and I can get glowy, but I don't when I wear this. The unique thing about this foundation, which I have not seen happen with any other foundation that I have worn, which is one reason why I particularly like it, is it gets better on your skin the longer you wear it into the day. Now, I'm not saying that it's necessarily long wearing in that it will not wear off. It's not like Estee Lauder double wear where you won't see it wear off. There is a little bit of wear on my chin here because I was rubbing it. What I'm saying is, as you wear it, as the day goes on, it almost melds more into your skin in that it looks like you've been more and more airbrushed as the day goes on. It's hard to explain, but I've noticed that, yeah, it looks pretty good in the beginning. It looks fine. It looks good in the beginning of the day. But as I check in, as the day goes on, it looks even better. And there's no explanation for it. And I've never seen my skin look better. I've never seen my makeup look better as the day goes on. In any other time, in any other kind of foundation, you're going to look worse. You're going to look tired. Are there other foundations that are amazing that are not $120? Of course there are. There are hundreds of them. But like I said, if this is something you've been curious about and you are a fan of Longwear already and you want to add this to your collection, I would say go ahead. You will be pleased. You won't be disappointed. Can you live without it? Of course you can. Do not feel like you need to run out and get this. But for those of you that have been on the fence and you're a makeup junkie, or you're into the high-end luxury stuff and you want it, I think you'll be very, very happy. The last thing I want to talk about is the skincare stuff. Does it make my skin look better the more I wear it over time? I'm a little bit of a skeptic on that. I think personally, If you want good skincare, then get good skincare products. If you want good makeup, get good makeup products, whether they're drugstore or high-end, doesn't matter. Just buy the makeup you want to do the makeup stuff. Skincare should do skincare. Just like I wouldn't rely on this SPF 20 to protect my skin from the sun, I would utilize a sunscreen for that. I think each kind of product has its own specific job. I'm not going to buy into that. My final thought on this, as I gaze lovingly at this very expensive bottle of foundation, is that I've taken one for the team and I'm happy to have taken the hit because this is definitely going to be in my top 5. I very much love this foundation. I'm glad I bought it. Let me know for suggestions what you think I should review next. I am happy to take one for the team, and I promise it won't be like 6 months like it was last time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.